Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Hello, welcome to Ganesh IAS Academy. This is the special session. In this session, we are going to focus about the previous year UPSC Mains economic question. Let's begin the session. This question was asked in 2024, which is the last mains. This is a 15 mark, 250 words question. We already discussed many 15 mark questions, and also when it comes to the 15 mark, you have to do a brainstorming because it is a 250 words question, and also you have to fill a 2.5 page. So that is the major things. You have to do a brainstorming. That is more important before starting answering your paper. The reason is there is a possibility for deviation from your answer. Okay, so that is the major thing. Here the question is, elucidate the importance of the buffer stocks for stabilizing the agricultural price in India. What are the challenges associated with the storages of the buffer stock? Discuss. So here the question is the importance of the buffer stock for stabilizing the agriculture price in India. Keyword. So the keyword here is about a buffer stock. Next is, the major keyword here is about a buffer stock only. Okay. So obviously you have to give the brief things about a buffer stock or else the importance of it. In that way you can start your intro. So the structuring part, it should be the intro. Next, importance of buffer stock, and then challenges associated. Okay, so challenges to the buffer stocks, and then conclusion. It is a very simple question, and also it is a repeated questions related to the buffer stock. Okay, so this is the structure you need to follow: intro, importance, challenges, conclusion. It is very easy question. Okay, so let's start discuss it. Buffer stock plays a critical role in the India's food security and price stabilizations by ensuring the availability of the essential commodities, especially during the times of shortfall or a price volatility. For example, this year, okay, consider that there is a in 2025 there is a issue of a drought. Okay, so there is a monsoon failure. In that scenario, the production from the agriculture, okay, that also will be very low. So to overcome that thing, we have to need to maintain the buffer stock to provide a food security. At the same time, consider that there is a demand for 100 apple. Okay, so but the production happened only is 10 apple due to the monsoon failure. In that scenario, the price in normal time it is 1 rupees per apple means, okay, but due to the huge demand it will becomes 10 rupees because the supply got limited. In that scenario, there will be increases in the price. This is called as inflation. So the people can't afford the products that are essential for their need. Consider that when it comes to wheat, onion, tomato, okay, potato, these are the essential one. These are the staple food. So in that scenario, if there is an inflation on these products, that will going to affect the people. Okay, and also it is mainly going to affect the people who are belongs to the below poverty line because they can't even afford it to buy the inflated price. They can't even able to buy the products that are inflated. So that is the major issue. It will create a inequality in a society. Okay, so that is the major issue. We need to maintain the price stabilization and the food security. We have to maintain a buffer stock. So what is this buffer stock is? They will maintain a buffer stock of around 50 to 60 apples. Okay, so in this scenario, they will supply it into the market to try to overcome this imbalance. So this is called as buffer stock. Okay, so the importance of this buffer stock, first is to food security at the time of the crisis. Next, it is about a nutritional security because through the PDS only we are providing a rice, wheat, dal. Okay, and also many states, okay, they are providing a more than this thing, they are providing it for they are trying to provide the nutrition security also. They are focusing on the nutrition security. When it comes to Tamil Nadu, they are providing millet rich powders through this PDS system. Okay, so the millet based powders are given in that PDS system. So that is how they are focusing on the nutrition also. Okay, so nutrition security is also provided by this buffer stocks. Next, price stabilization for the farmers and the consumer, because the consumer is also going to affected, but at the same time, at the time of the issue of first scenario, what I said is about the it is due to this market failure or else due to the monsoon failure, there is a reduced production. Consider the another scenario, there is a good monsoon. At that scenario, what will happen is there will be the increase in lot of production. So there is a 100 apple demand, but the production is becoming as 200 apple, the supply. So the price is 1 rupees, means obviously the price will be reduced to 0.5 or 0.25 rupees. So in that scenario, the farmer will be affected. Okay, because they spend around 90 paise in that land. Okay, for a single apple production they spend 90 paise. Now they are getting it 1 rupee, means that 10 paise is their profit, but now they are only getting 0.5 rupees or 0.25, means that is going to affect their profit and also they are going to make a loss. At that scenario, what the government will do is they will buy the extra productions and maintain a buffer stock. So by the way, they are doing the price stabilization. Okay, so and also it is act as a support for the PDS system. Okay, you have to know that National Food Security Act 2013 provide a food supply for the 2/3 of the India's population. So it is mainly focusing on the food security. It is act as a supply for the PDS system. Next, maintaining the seasonal fluctuations, obviously countering the inflation pressure, and then preventing the market manipulation. That is what black marketing. Okay, what they will try to do is they will try to save that, they won't supply it into the market, they will try to maintain it, and they want to the rise in the price of that product. So that is called as black marketing. This buffer stock maintenance will overcome that thing also. If there is a reduced supply, means obviously the government will going to supply it. So in that scenario, even though if you are going to make a hoarding or a black marketing, it is not possible if the government is maintaining a buffer stock. So that is the major importance of the buffer stocks. Okay, next, what are the challenges associated with the storage of this buffer stocks? When it comes to the challenges, it is mainly about the wastages, because we don't have a cold storage facility. First of all, before jumping into the cold storage, the facility for the storage is itself very limited. There will be news saying that major rice and wheat are dumped in the open ground, that there is a rainfall and there is a continuous rainfall that is going to affect that storage stocks. So that is what happening. There is a limited storage facilities, that itself leads to the wastages. Next is about limited availability of the cold storage, that is also going to the issue of the wastages. And also cold freight corridors, cold freight services. So to transport this food products, they have to be transported either through the lorries or else through the trains. In that scenario, the cold storage facility is very limited. So that is also going to again lead to the issue of the wastages. So these are the major things that leads to around 6 to 10 percentages of the wastages of the produce in annually. Okay, 6 to 10 percentage of the grains are wasted. due to this less availability of the storage facilities. This is the data given by the government. Okay, so it is more important. Next is about corruption and leakages in the PDF system. That is also the major issues that is affecting the buffer stocks. Okay, so and also about the pest attacks and also open storage practices, overstocking and the imbalances and the leakages and corruption. So these are the major issues. So intro, okay, and importance, challenges. Now it is the point, it's a time for a conclusion. So in conclusion, try to give certain datas. Okay, for example, Santakumar committee, Abjit Sen committee, Wadhwa committee, or Godbole committee. Okay, so these are the committees related to the buffer stocks or as food security maintenance. Okay, conclude it based on these committees, any one of the committee. For example, Santakumar committee said that we have to limit the storages of only 40%. But what the government is actually doing is they are trying to maintain around 70%, which leads to the major loss. So what the Santakumar committee said is we have to maintain a storage facilities for grains up to 40% is more than enough. Okay, so this is the recommendation given by the Santakumar committee. In that way, you can conclude your answer. Okay, so please try to conclude with some current event or in a positive manner. That is more than enough. Okay, thank you.